What is happening, everybody? You know what? Let me change the lighting. I forgot to do that. You don't see the lights in the background if that's if that's like that. So Santa Laz has got a busy schedule, as you know. Some of you probably do, right? I even decorated a tree for you guys. Check that out. Yeah, we're live. I know that we're live now. Check that out. Got my little tree with my little Les Pauls on there. Can you see them? They're not that. They don't stick out that good. Let's see that. Little Les Paul lights. They're pretty cool. Yeah. Here we are. It is Sunday, which is the Music is Therapy show day. That's right. Some of you have come over from Puppy's show, right? Got some people like Mad Hatter in the chat here. Let's say hi to everyone. We're going to talk about the holidays. Hey, Ricky Compton, man. Merry Christmas, dude. Yeah, and Happy New Year to you all as very soon. You know, as we say in Hungarian circles, buék, which means boldog új évet kívánok, meaning Merry Christmas, or, well, actually, Merry Christmas, buék. A Happy New Year, I say to you. what it was, Kivan. I wish for you. Okay, yeah. So I wish for you a Happy New Year. Buék. That's the shortened version at the youngsters. That's how they say it. I went to a festival last night. Well, it's a Christmas fair. If any of you have me on my Facebook, personal Facebook account, I have a page in Facebook too, Music Therapy Labs page. I try to keep the music kind of community there, but a lot of people want me to be in their regular, community as well. And I try to keep my private life to some degree private, but it's really hard when you're a YouTuber. It's I share a lot of family stuff there, sometimes even politics people get mad at me about. Hey, I'm a Californian, man, so all I can tell you is I grew up here. Maybe I'm in a bubble. But it is what it is. We all have our attitudes about these things, and one of the things I thought would be interesting to talk about right now, that I think everyone from all kinds, shapes, religions, types, colors, whatever, during the holiday season, we all suffer a little bit, whether you know it or not. You are suffering from the holiday blues or the seasonal blues, which is because we have less light, and that's why we light things up. That's why we burn, have big bonfires. There's like pagan traditions. The Christmas tree thing is really stolen from pagan tradition, and I don't think Jesus was born in the middle of winter. From what I understand, the tradition they were trying to bring the pagans into the tradition, so they kind of mixed some of the traditions together, kind of smart, to do that. At the same time, to try to ease them into it, maybe, I don't know, but a lot of people were forced into it. Bottom line is, whether you have a religious belief or whatever your religious or spiritual beliefs might be, the holiday season and the winter season comes with it, some psychological effects, some emotional and changes to our chemistry because of the lack of sunlight, changes to the circadian rhythm because of the lack of sunlight, changes to our therefore changes, the chemistry in our bodies, our hormonal behavior, emotionally, and all that's related to that, and the kind of foods that we can eat. We can pretty much get anything nowadays from the grocery store, but back in the day, for thousands of years, you could only get what's seasonally available, right? So people would, salt and put away meats and other things, make salamis and things like that. That's where all that kind of like, salted meats kind of stuff comes from. Getting extra protein in your diet and stuff like that's harder because there's less animals to go out and hunt and kill. They're all hibernating or running scared or whatever. So definitely, unless you're in a more organized kind of civilized kind of world, it's hard to survive during the winter, especially versus the summer, spring and summer and fall, right? So this time of year, there's all these psychological effects that I thought I'd talk about a little bit today, and especially the shopping madness that we're all, oh no, the shopping madness. That's another bad and good. It could be good and bad. Last night I enjoyed the shopping that I did. I'll show you guys some video off my phone of last night's event. I might even be able to bring it in off of Facebook. Let's see if I can do that. if I go to my Facebook page, I can probably just play the video from there and share that screen. This content isn't available right now. What are you talking about? Okay. Oh, I don't even know what it says. I have to log in with my password. I don't know what my password is. Okay, let's see if it's this. I doubt it. I changed my password too many times, and then I don't use it because I just automatically, And so, no, it's not correct. Okay, I don't want to deal with that now. So I'll just show it off. I'll show the videos from my phone. I'll just grab my phone and go, hey, look, on the camera, of course. So politics is such a touchy thing. Yeah, I like to stay away from it and keep it to myself, says Ian Nunes. And you know what? But part of what our democracy and living in a democratic republic is all about, right? A republican, we are a republic, right? We have states. So there's a lot of complications when it comes to understanding how our policies and our politics works. And it's an ever-changing one because the way our Constitution was written, and we don't have a king or someone who tells us what the law is. We write our own laws, and it changes a lot. So sometimes people have a hard time with those changes, and sometimes, we don't understand the changes. There's a lot of legalese and all that. So there's a lot of, it can be really tough, So politics is one of those things that if we're a citizenry that we're supposed to be, governing ourselves in a way, we should be able to talk to each other about it and even argue. I mean, if we have arguments, I've had some arguments with some people from the chat, some people from my community that, I've had good relations with, and sometimes the vitriol of it can get a little heavy. And so it is what it is. But if we're not talking to each other and working through some of these things, then how are we going to ever have consensus? And so I think picking sides and joining groups and all that, it's a good thing to be part of your community and local community, especially, and create the world you want around you. But at the same time, there's a bigger world out there that we're part of as well. And we have to try to all get along, because it's going to get scarier. The weaponry that's out there that people are creating and using, there's all kinds of drone weaponry that's really scary. Now there's, if you have the money and the technology to build that stuff, it can be very hurtful and damaging to those who don't have it. And then, the loss of life is terrible when it comes to war and all that. So the holiday season, and part of my spiritual beliefs and my beliefs in what I think our purpose is here on Earth, on this one planet here that we haven't seen any other life anywhere else very, close by, as far as we know. And maybe we do. I don't know. There are theories and conspiracy ones too, and all kinds of ideas, lizard people living underground and whatnot. Bottom line is that we are here on this earth, and this is the one that we have that we can survive and live on, because there's no life anywhere else that we can see that looks anything like us at this level, flourishing like it is here on our planet, right? And so if we don't get along and work through some of our problems, those problems are going to bite us in the butt. It's going to get us back. So we should try to work things, try to what's important to us all and work on those things. And then the things that we disagree on, we're always going to disagree on, and that's where you see a lot of that gets highlighted by the algorithms out there, because the algorithms and social media and otherwise, even the regular media, of course, whatever is the hot topic that everyone's mad about and wants to see, oh my God, this happened, and oh my God, and everyone gravitates toward that. So sometimes the media and news is gravitating towards whatever is the hot topic, and sometimes that's not good. It's almost kind of like a mob rules mentality, and that's not good. So, and that's part of what I wanted to talk about during this Christmas holiday and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah too, all the holiday stuff that's going on, the pagan tree burning and whatever other things go on. There's all kinds of stuff going on all around the world, different cultures. And I've been around the world a bit, and I've been able to enjoy taking part in some of these other cultural, religious, and spiritual beliefs, and they all really kind of stem around the same thing, which there's a greater power out there, and we're not the only thing that matters, and life is very important, and we ought to honor that and honor the fact that we have an earth to live on and try to share what we have, right? Yeah, and violence is definitely not the answer, Ian. Absolutely not. Right? Thank you for that. So I thought I'd talk about, what are your thoughts too in the chat about, like, you're giving your opinions here, like Eddie, What are your opinions about the holiday shopping season? Have you gone shopping crazy? Has it been making you nuts? Are you unhappy because of the fact that you can't buy gifts for people, but you want to? I've been giving away little gifts for the last couple weeks now. They're not very expensive, and I buy them when I can get them really, really on sale, like these strings, like these guitar hangers. Normally, these guitar hangers here, they're like, $17, and I got them at half that. So I'm able to give them away, and then with the shipping, it ends up to be $10-15 or more. You know, total, or even more with some of the other swag that I throw in there. I'm throwing in some other stuff. Some picks. I bought some Van Halen picks, and I got some Bumblebee picks. Some more Frankenstein red and white striped picks. I got some right here. Got the 5150 picks too. So I've got all different kind of fun stuff. Whether you're a Van Halen fan or not, or if you're a fan of other musicians, if you want, send me, hey, I like this kind of musician. I got some Kiss picks. I got some other, stuff like Pink Floyd picks and Joe Satriani picks. So I always give out like a custom made card to everyone, and all these presents are going to be going out on Monday. So probably not going to make it for Christmas, just so you know. But Santa Claus has been busy, and I don't have a big house full of elves or Mrs. Santa Clauses, or Santa Laws is not here either. So so I'm doing this all on my own. My buddy Brent was going to come down today, but then he had something come up. So we were going to get together and go to some music stores and do some walkthroughs and show you guys what last minute deals there are for musicians that you love. So I'm going to post that probably tomorrow for last minute, Christmas shoppers like me. I do everything the last minute, it seems. Not really. The thing is, see, people might think that, like my wife sometimes think that I wait till the last minute on everything. I'm just trying to squeeze every single second into every day that I can, because there's just not enough time for this life that I want to live. I mean, there's just too much that I want to do, and I can't get it all done. So I try. I'm such an optimist. I think I'm going to be able to do it all. And sometimes, I fall short on being on time, like today. I didn't even get to finish my breakfast because other stuff does come up that I'm responsible for, and I have to take care of those things. But I did manage to decorate the tree. It's probably not the prettiest tree, but I did get a little tree in here, and I'll improve it with some more accoutrement. Hold on. Let's get another candy cane on there. Here we go. There we go. Oh, look at that guitar right there. Oh, I pulled it out of the light. Oops. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you can see that. It's a Les Paul. This one, the one right in the front, for whatever reason, the light's not working. Of course, that's how it works. But I don't let that bother me. So I went to this Hungarian Christmas fair last night that was put on by the Eszterlánc Magyar Tánc Együttes, Népegyüttes, which means the Eszterlánc is like... it's kind of like what is it? Esther. Well, Esther is the name of like Esther, right? But there's something about Esther Lance being a chain. I think it's like a special kind of a necklace or a chain. But I think the symbolism of it is that it's a forever unbreakable chain that you can't break. So the idea being is that you together are like an unbreakable chain. So our group, Eszterlánc Hungarian folk ensemble, that I belong to and that I managed for a while and did all kinds of stuff. I've been doing this Hungarian dancing folk music stuff since I was a kid, because my grandmother would put us up on stage in costumes in these Hungarian events all the time. It was kind of funny. But yeah, for me, that connection to community and being near a big city like San Francisco is helpful, because it's like, even though there's not a lot of Hungarians in America, in a big city, you'll find enough Hungarians to create a community of sorts, like the Hungarian Scouts organization here and whatnot, right? Yeah, chain of fools. Yeah, we can be a little foolish sometimes. That's for sure. Chain of fools. Yeah, Aunt Esther. Yeah. Oh, I get you. Yeah, Sanford and Son. Yeah. That's funny. Aunt Esther was funny. My grandfather loved that show. He used to watch that every day, I think, when it came on. So everyone's saying Merry Christmas. William, what's up, William Da Silva? Yeah, I was pretty stoked on that find. Oh, you got a guitar. So you guys, some of you guys have been getting some good deals. So that's another wonderful thing about the holiday season, right? Sometimes, because Black Friday and all that, I got some great deals. I got where did I put that Roadcaster thing? These Vocaster, these things are really great, man. These things are made by where is it? Should be on the side here. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not even on there. Where does it say it? Well, these are made by oh my god, why is it not coming to my mind? Geez. It's not even labeled on there. It just says Vocaster 2. Okay. Why is it not coming to my mind? They're the ones who make the Scarlet and all those other interfaces that are real good. So this is great for like if you're on location, like I'm going to be going to NAM and you're doing, some interviews with somebody sitting next to you and you can both have headphones on or in-ears or whatever. And you have control of your volumes. You have control of other things here. And it actually takes care of any of the issues that normally you'd need, like one of those cloud lifters on. It does all that stuff automatically. You just plug in your mic and you're good to go. It's got, the XLR inputs right there, outputs right there, camera input, USB-C input. It's a really powerful focus right there. It is. It's on the back here. I don't know why I couldn't find nowhere on the package to say Focusrite. And that might have been a mistake in marketing, because if people knew it was a Focusrite thing, they went, oh, that's reliable. It's got a power button even, which is nice to have on any device, right there. So I'm planning to use this when I go to NAMM, and also when I set up my guitar mod squad room, where I'm going to be doing some builds of guitars and pedals. It's something I've been planning for a while, but I wasn't able to get it going because the previous owner of the building I manage said, no, you can't use that closet space up there to do that kind of stuff. And I'm like, so now the new owner who took over, we talked yesterday, and I think we're working out a deal where I'm going to be able to do that. So I'm super happy about that, yeah, because up until now it's been just plans and nothing happening, right? And I don't want to build guitars in here. This is like a studio. I don't want to have dust and paint and all that stuff. So soldering, all that kind of stuff. So Rico B's also here. Let's say hi to everyone before we continue the conversation here. Yeah, you have a third generation 4i4. Those are great too, right? Yeah. The interface I'm running right now is a solid state Logic SSL 12. I got that because I was planning to hook up a drum set in here, and I actually have one, but now it's at my buddy Andy's place, because it's just not that much room. But I thought it would be cool to kind of just like set everything up, kind of like how a Pad 9, or one of those Roland drum pad things are. And those things are expensive. They're like $800-900 or more. But I can set up that drum set with just all the pads, kind of not arranged like a real drum set, but just in a group, right? And I can just play them live to music I'm creating, right? Off ears. Yeah, man. What's up, dude? Johnny Bean's here too. So I did invite some folks into the show if you guys want to join, but last minute I can understand on a holiday weekend too. It's really hard. So I have no problem running this on my own. Ooga booga. That was funny. The caveman voice. And then we got Eddie Faye. Yeah, Focusrite. Yep. Yeah. And then Offbeat Bass Gear. What's up, dude? Yeah, the British version of Sanford and Son is extremely weird. I bet. Did they do a Sanford and Son, but with different characters? Like they have their own people, and they did like how we did The Office here, but it originated in Britain, the original The Office. Yeah, man. And Mad Hatter, what's up? What's up, Mad Hatter? Everyone's saying hi and Merry Christmas to each other. Billy Ray, of course. What's up, Billy Ray? Blackjack Guitar, I think we said hi. Michael Thomas Thompson, what's up? He's back. Right on. Hello from Montreal, Canada, from the Great White North. Eddie Faye, I think we said hi to User Brian. All right. User Brian 5150, Van Halen 50, or VH 5150. What's up? What's up? Like ketchup? What's up? Steve Rezer, one of the winners of our 12 Days of Rockmas giveaways. Right on. Or at least I think it was gifted to you by Puppy Badass or something like that. I'm going to be on Puppy's show, by the way, on the 28th. I'm trying to grow this channel. And one of the things I'm realizing is that I need to branch out more into other channels and be more involved in other channels and have them involved in my channels and do interviews back and forth and get more involved in the community. I haven't been as involved as I used to be, and I'd like to be a little bit more involved in all these different communities, you know. And I think it's a good thing. I think being more inclusive rather than exclusive, you know. I think there are some communities that are more or exclusive, like, oh, it's all about this show and what I'm doing. And I think that we're all doing great things out here, trying to spread music as a form of expression and creation. And I do it as also a form of therapy for others. And you know, I was going to a therapist myself for a little while, just talking to her about my relationships and what I want to do with life, kind of like a life coach person, because sometimes having another person you know, give you feedback can be really helpful because they see things from an outside point of view. And her response to some of my original music was really eye-opening to me. She's like, Laszlo, oh my God, I shared your music to some of my clients, and one of them has been listening to one of your songs over and over again. He says that it helps him get through the day, and your music is healing my clients, Laszlo. You got to do something with this and get your music out there more. So, you know, I think that she's very right about my original intentions when I first started a YouTube channel was not by accident. I called it Music Therapy Laz because I wanted it to be a therapy type of thing where I can put up music and talk about music therapy, but also put up the music, you know. So of course I have my concerns about putting up music and it being stolen by others, but you know what, that's going to happen. And whatever happens. I'm going to try to protect my intellectual property the best I can and my creations the best I can. You know, I know there are streaming platforms out there that just you can't rely on. I've watched a bunch of videos about this, and I was even asking Johnny, like, what does he do and how does he handle it? Bottom line is that it's just very difficult today. There are bots that people buy and pay for AI to use bots to go out there and steal your music or even claim copyright on your stuff that's not even theirs, it's yours, and you got to fight them off and stuff. So there's just so much stuff like that going on. I think holding back because I'm afraid of what they'll do with my music is not, you know, good either. I think it's better if I just put it out there. I'm going to use Pete Thorne and some of these other people as an example of, okay, he puts together original music while he's demoing stuff, and then he'll create albums out of those musical ideas that he then takes from there and, you know, puts those out. So, and then he sells those albums, you know, and I've bought both of his records on CD and download, you know. He's never done them on vinyl. That'd be cool. I like vinyl. Do vinyl too, Pete. I bought Mary Spender's vinyl. I bought Chris Buck's vinyl. I like buying vinyls. I think it's good to have the actual physical thing. So so let's see what the rest of the chat's saying now. We got some more people popping in. Yeah, all in the family. Yeah, that was really sad about what was his name? I want to give his Spinal Tap name. DeBerge. I can't think of his first name. Anyway, but whatever his name was, yeah. Really sad to see Rob Reiner pass away and his wife in such a horrific, you know, way. Yeah. Oh, is that so the English versions? Yeah, right, Ian. So you guys watch a lot of are you from Canada as well, or who might be watching this from across the pond, as they say? From I'm wearing my Star Wars Abbey Road shirt today. that's my musical thing for Rob Reiner. Yeah, very sad. And then, you know, his passing too was a depressing thing during this season, and he's made so many movies that were just such a part of our culture in a way, right? In a really positive, good way, you know. I mean, my wife's one of her favorite movies is The Green Mile. You know, he did that. He did When Harry Met Sally. It's another one of our holiday favorites, you know, because it ends on New Year's, you know, they're together. Had nothing to do with Die Hard, but that's one of my favorites for Christmas. It's a Christmas movie. I'm telling you, Die Hard. Oh my goodness. Let me have a little bit of my Christmas, my little Christmas coffee here. I don't know why I only do it during this time of year, but this time of year I add a little cinnamon, a little nutmeg in there. It's half and half. Oh yeah, and then I do the candy cane too. So that's the best stirring stick. But you don't want a broken one because it doesn't work as good as a stirring stick. These little plastic wrappers are on there. And as I mentioned this before, if you use one of these as a stirring stick, let's see, get the plastic. Is the plastic off? There's still some plastic on here. Yeah, there we go. If you use this as a stirring stick, a pro tip from Santa Laz, leave the plastic on the end, on the hook end, or whatever you want to call that right here, right? That way you can grab it and your fingers don't get sticky. Okay, there you go. You could, of course, just hang it on the end like that too. And you can cut off, if you want, you can cut off the plastic, but it doesn't hurt anybody if it's hanging there. So there you go. Christmas coffee by Santa Laz. So I know Akirs was looking at maybe getting a guitar down here, and that was one of the reasons he was coming down. But did they sell that thing, dude? Is that what happened? So I might see some guitars you might like at some of these stores I'm going to go check out today. Yeah, cinnamon is also very good for you as like one of these herbs or whatever it is, right? It comes from a tree bark. I'm sure you know. And it's not just a Christmas thing, but Oh, another thing I thought I'd share. So here we got something I bought at the Hungarian fair yesterday was Salon Cukor. So what this is, and I got the tart cherry ones, which are really yummy. What these are is we decorate the tree with them. So I thought I'd do this with you guys, just so you can see what it's all about. And you decorate the tree with these, and then after, you eat them. So I might include some of these into some of the giveaways, because this is kind of, if you like cherry, and chocolate, right? So I'll keep 12 of those, and maybe a little more than 12 of those, because I'm not going to be able to put all these on the tree here. We just stick it in there. You just stick one there. You can like wrap around like some kind of a thing on it if you want to, and just stick it on the tree, right? It looks decorative. All right, there you go. They might fall. It's okay. If it falls, it's okay. Oh, they're falling. I knew it. Falling. They're falling. Okay, where's that? All right. And there. And over here. Oh, see, there it goes. It knocked off a candy cane even. There you go. Normally we'd, get some of that green wire stuff and you wrap it on there like that. There you go. Put one on the top. All right, that's pretty good for now, right? All right, so I'll send out some of those, but there's like a whole handful more here. I'm going to eat one right now so you guys see what this looks like. Okay, just open it like that. Right. There's chocolate. Okay. Yummy. And then you just... Oh, man. With coffee. Or hot cocoa or eggnog. Yeah, you see the Gibsons? Oh, did you buy something, Brent? Oh, hold on. Let me see what's happening here. Oh, Eddie. No, I didn't bill her. But she's paying me back with some great ideas. So I'm really bad at planning. I mean, I plan things, but I'm really bad at like coming up with like a written down plan of stuff. I don't like to. I like to do things off the cuff, which is not good. That's why things don't get done. So she's helping me be more organized. That'll help in a lot of ways, right? I think part of it is because I'm, like she said, I have a lot of talents and I have a lot of abilities and a lot of skills, and it's hard to choose, what I should be doing. And so a lot of times, because of my ability to be able to take on anything and deal with it and handle it and succeed in doing whatever I need to do with it, I'm always like, I'm comfortable with that. But I need to stop being, so, oh, okay, I can do everything, focus on some things and just work on those things. So like right now, this week off or week and a half while my sweetie's out of town, I'm focusing on, I have another 8 days before she's back, roughly, right? I'm focusing on getting the studio thing all set up and hooked up the way I've always wanted to, because a lot of times I don't have time, and getting the storage is organized so I can use it the way I want to use it. Now, the owner kind of put a little kibosh on my original plans because he's wanting to, make a deal, and wants me to reorganize that stuff somehow differently. But I need to know exactly when and what are we going to be doing. So what I had planned, I have to put on hold until I know what I can do. And if he does give me that storage thing in the back, that's going to be great. I'm just going to move everything over there, and I'll be super happy. I can do everything in that place. Shoot, paint on guitars, solder, build, route, do any kind of the messy stuff that I don't want to do in here, I can do over there. Right on. And then I can leave it all set up in one little workshop, so I don't have to keep tearing down, setting up, which takes up a lot of time if you're doing that, like the way other people do. Like Johnny's been doing more builds because he's got a bench with everything set up there, and he just puts the guitar there and takes it apart, and all the tools are right there. Not having it set up like that where you can just come and go. You spend like half an hour setting up and tearing down, that's a waste of time. Yeah. So something already relict. So what did you get, Ock? I'm gonna come up and send me a picture, dude. It's a Gibson. Gotta look for it. There is an SG locally for 500. I'm so tempted. Yeah, man, that's the thing about this holiday season, the shopping fever, right? So you're in Indianapolis. Okay, that's cool, dude. I used to live in Cincinnati for a little while, for about a year and a half, almost 2. Right on. Yeah. So back to this topic. So what do you guys think? Have any of you ever suffered from some mild depression during the holiday season because of just the seasonal changes of the weather? Because it's colder, you have to deal with the cold. You don't want to go outside, so you become more isolated because you're stuck at home because of snow and getting out there, and it's dangerous on the roads. There's all these things that, can really be a detriment to us emotionally and even physically. We eat more, we snack more because we're sitting around watching stuff on TV, So something about a faded maple neck, quite a bit of flame on it. Okay, did you send me a picture? Dude, send me a picture. Brent and I are like this. I'm like, send me a picture. I want to see it. No, he hasn't sent me. He sent me the picture of this one. He was looking at this Charvel. I thought was pretty cool. Send me a picture. Or are you talking about the one that you already have? So you haven't bought anything new? Oh, Miguel, thanks for joining, man. You might have to leave early to take my dog to the groomer. All right. Well, I promised you all a giveaway, so let me just get the. I'm just gonna do the simple StreamYard giveaway tool because I didn't put up a video. I was too busy with this new ownership change. I spent like 5 hours doing that. I spent 6 hours at my mom's and 6 hours at my cousin's. So 3 days that I was planning to get things done, I couldn't do because I was doing other things for other people. But that is part of who I am. I like to help out my family and friends, and when I have work, I had work that I had to do yesterday, so that is what it is. And I have a little work to do today. I have to hand out some flyers to all the tenants. So let's go to the StreamYard giveaway page here. I'm going to choose the stream. You don't have to write anything in. I'm just going to start collecting streams here, and tell me in the chat. Just need to chat something to the chat. Just tell me in the chat, has the stress of shopping, the shopping madness, has it ruined Christmas for you? Yes or no? Can I do a poll? I wonder if I can do a poll. Oh, I have to have the laptops. I don't have a laptop set up in here. See, that's the thing. That's why I want to have this set up differently. I want to have this all set up so I can do the things that a YouTuber does, right? I don't have a team, behind me or in front of me or to the sides, with microphones from up above and special lighting and special, effects and sound effects and stuff. I use these little silly boxes that Johnny Bean and I, he got me into this. All these silly things, I got this one in Germany. This one's kind of funny. What does it have on here? Cartoon. And I got this Halloween one that doesn't really have very many good ones, but it has this one. Oh, that one's funny. And then I got this one recently. This one's like a train one. All aboard! I thought that was fun. I had a train set. Did you guys have a train set when you were a kid? And by the way, I got this from Matt Stewart. Thank you, Matt Stewart. He sent this to me as a Christmas gift. Dude, you rock. You're going to get a cool package, too. He was one of the winners, and he's going to get extra stuff, including some Magyar paprika. And I might even send you some of these Hungarian candies, right? Right? Yeah, that'd be cool. So thank you very much. I usually just learn things by ear, but it's kind of cool to read the sheet music and learn the chords. Like here's Zane talking about love on guitar and I guess the keyboard of sorts, right? So it's got the melody in there, and so you know what key it should be in, that kind of thing. It's an A minor. Then jump, of course, I can learn the proper way to play jump. I play it like by ear, but there's a proper way. And then there's like I'll wait. There's what's this? The whole list here. The front. I'll wait. Dreams. That's a good one. Dreams. Love walks in. Why can't this be love when it's love? Feels so good right now. Not enough. New world. And how many? I wish it had what's the one? Right now. Right now. Oh, it is there. Okay, right now is on. That's got a great piano part, so I'll learn that part. I mean, I've messed around with that once or twice before, but that's a great gift. Exactly, right? Thank you, Matt. Dude, that's all. It's awesome. Thank you so much for gifting me something, man. Anything I get from you guys is like such a great feeling because it knows that you care enough, to send me something. I've got my PO box right there in my description, and you can reach me by email, and I have my PayPal there. I'm gonna be doing this monetizing thing. So I held off on it because I felt like if I'm gonna monetize, I want to be doing a good channel, something that deserves your respect of paying for it. So that's part of the other reason why I want to have this all set up and different lighting and stuff like that in here, so it's deserving of a subscription and a membership and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys some of you hopefully will be able to support the show. So yeah, so why make shopping stressful on yourself? Exactly, right? So let's talk about that. So like what I did is I've gone to some local music stores. I bought some stuff there. I shot some video in some of those places. I'm going to go to a couple more today because I've got to go do some shopping. So I have to pick up some things for my wife. I have to do a little Christmas shopping myself. So I'm going to go stop at some of the local music stores on the way because there are a bunch of them, the local ones, and shoot a little half hour here and there. So I'm going to actually almost go around the bay, except I'm not going into or through the city. So I'm going to be avoiding San Francisco, which is probably, a good idea just because of traffic during the holidays. San Francisco is a beautiful city to go to during the holidays. Everything's lit up, the Embarcadero and these buildings and everything's, such a wonderful, beautiful city. I love my city of San Francisco where I was born. And it's a great city. It's a fantastic city. So I really enjoy, going in there. Anytime I go in there, I love going in there for shows, for whatever. My sweetie and I go in sometimes just to eat because we have some favorite restaurants in there. And I do quite a bit of work in the city too. So I do some work there. So Yeah, but yeah, let me show you guys like what I did for the holidays yesterday. So I'll go onto my, instead of into my Facebook, I can just go right into my camera on my thing. So there's going to be some holiday singing here, but it's all in Hungarian. I do a quick walkthrough of the event. So if you guys want to see that, I'll show that to you real quick right here. The Hungarian Christmas Fair, Castellans and Hungarian folk group, the dance group that I used to manage, they are doing this combined event with the Hungarian Reformed Church and Hungarian Heritage Festival. So let's check it out. I'm entering. There's live events going on inside. But let's show some of the things you can buy. Cool stuff. Move around. It's made out of wine. Nice, very nice. I'm going to be buying some things, but I'm going to come back after I take a look at this custom handmade soaps of all kinds. Oh, I love these things. These are great. The handmade jewelry. Hi. Sziasztok. Beszéltek magyarul? You're going to hear me speaking Hungarian on and off here. Nagyszerű. Aha. Csekkészetben is jártok, vagy? Nagyon szuper. Táncoltok is? Igen, szuper. Én már régóta táncos vagyok, és már a térdem már nem jó. Nem tudok táncolni többet, de jó ideig irányítottam az összeválasztást. Kis videót csinálok azoknak, akik nem tudtak jönni. Ez nagyon jó. De ez az egy baj, hogy ez nem magyar kártya. Snapszerkártyák, vagy hogy hívják, ugye? Az szuper jól lenne. I don't know if Peter Grant was, but I'll look into that. So you do have to pay for food, and you can get it from that guy. He's going to help you out with the food. And then we have a bunch of friends and family I've already seen here so far. Okay, Gestenya. Okay, so now this is very cool. Gestenya. Or chestnuts, but that's it, chestnuts. And they're actually not cooking it on an open fire like Santa would approve, but on a Weber. But that's all right. And any of the money they make from that, they even have kolbász. Kolbász, cserkész, száraz kolbász, nagyszerű, meg kesztenye, and all the money goes to the Hungarian Scouts organization, which I belong to. 77-es őrsben voltam itt San Franciscóban. Ja, hát igen. Nem ismerek olyan sok szakállas nőket, de azért jövök vissza, persze. Most csak egy kis videót csinálok. I'm speaking Hungarian, of course. For those who are going to watch this who aren't Hungarian. And then here we have what's called the sütemény, right there, vanilla bakery. Look at that. European style desserts, including these most wonderful things. Ooh, wow, look at that. Ezek a kedvenceim. I love these. These are like linzers. Yeah. And do you have some of the, no, what do you have? They're like crescent moon kind of little crunchy cake, kind of like cookies. My grandmother used to make it. No, we just had powdered sugar on the outside, and it was.
Yeah, I know which one is that, but not today.
Not today. Okay, that's okay.
This one has many. So.
That has many different assortment. I might have to get an assortment box. These are gonna run out fast, right? Do you have a lot, or you?
No, yes, I have more. But this one I have this one.
Okay, put that one aside for me. My name's Laszlo.
Okay.
I'll be back. It's not hard to remember. You're Hungarian. And then these are my other favorites, pogachas. Oh, yeah. Very good. Egy abból is egyet. Okay, hello. Hey, yeah. Okay, Christmas knickknacks. Now, all the money that they give here is going towards the Hungarian cultural, center or like a school to help teach the little ones how to speak Hungarian. Yeah. Beszélsz magyarul?
Egy kicsit minden nyelven.
Picikét?
22 hónapos.
Hány éves vagy? She's 22 months old, almost 2. So we're not going to expect big things yet, but we know in the future. These are so fun. Look at that. Készítek. Szépségek. A lot of cool things made by hand, right? Very fun. Or 3D printer. Nowadays, people are making many things from 3D printers. Anyway, this goes on. This goes on for another. Adjust the mic here. Wow. All right, here we go. This goes on for another at least 10, 15 minutes. So I don't want to torture you guys with that, but this does get to a point where there's some live music. I'll go to some live music here just so you guys can hear a little of that. Oh, that was cut short. Oops. Too bright. The background is very white. What's this? I know this is probably not interesting to most of you, but I just wanted to share a little bit of my Hungarian culture with you guys. There were some more singers later on that were obviously professionals that are probably visiting here. Very, very good singer. Let me see. I think I have the video. Yeah. This is Hungarian folk music. Anyway, it's a little taste of the Hungarian culture there for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that a little bit. Just wanted to share a little of that with you. Now, I was making some jokes with some of my friends and their spouses that are American, that some of the Hungarian music, sometimes the Christmas music is sad. It's kind of like there's a lot of minor chord stuff in it, and we were laughing about how the music, it's supposed to be a happy time, but it's like all the sadness going on. But I love the culture. I love the community I grew up in here in the Bay Area, and glad that I was able to share some time with these people. And then there were a lot more like things to buy, including a lot more of those desserts and stuff like that, like these candies that I bought, and had a great time. So I try to, do the shopping in a fun way. And like when I go with my sweetie shopping, we go and we make an event out of the shopping experience. We'll go and have a lunch or a dinner, and we'll make it fun. Why is this light so bright? This is way too bright, don't you think? Let's go a little. There we go. Very bright, at least to me. So yeah, that's a way I think that you can make your holiday shopping not the stressful, department store thing or whatever, or Walmart, or fighting for deals. Who cares about the deals, man? It's maybe some people do. Okay, all right, I get that. But the spirit of the holidays, at least the one that I try to spread, is one of happiness and joy. It has nothing to do with religiosity or anything. It's more about trying to, perk up, pep up, bring some positivity, bring some light back into the darkness of this time of year, and knowing that there are going to be people that aren't going to be able to afford to buy gifts for people. Then do other things. Give of yourself. Go become, a giver of your time. If that's all you have, go volunteer at your local food banks or some other shelter or some organization that Ooga Booga, right, Peggy? Peggy's here. Hey, what's happening? Give of your time, give of yourself. And that too is a gift. And like I've often said on the show during the holiday and giving season, giving is the greatest gift of all, right? Yeah. And you might not think you have something to give, but I'm sure you do. I'm sure you have talents and skills in some way that you can help somebody in your community. Might be the grumpy old man down the street that everyone goes, oh, he's that scary old grumpy man. But maybe he just doesn't have any family or friends or anything around. Like, remember Home Alone? Right? There was the old man next door. So, and then he helped them out. Like, call your daughter or whoever, or your father, your son or whatever. And next thing you know, they're getting together, So you never know what kind of impression that you can make on another person's life with a good, positive attitude, right? So I'm going to add to that positivity with this. Look at that. That's right. It's a giveaway. Yay. So we do still have, I ran out of Funko Pops, so there's no more Funko Pops to give away. But I do still have strings. I do still have guitar hangers by String Sling. And I have one last remaining Chuyo, like one of these that's not been touched, not been worn. It's brand new. Don't know where it is. I think I already put it outside on the table, knowing that's that's what we've got. So there's that. Those three things that you can choose from if you're the winner. And then, of course, we're going to spin this in just a couple minutes here. Let everyone have a chance. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you haven't liked the channel, please hit a like. Let's see where we're at in the like department here. We have 14 likes and there's 20 people here, so let's get that up if we can, if you guys don't mind. And then what else? I think that pretty much covers it, right? Comment. Oh yeah, leave me comments after the show. Let's see, how did we do last show? Let's see what we did on the last show there. Did we have a lot of comments? Because I didn't make a contest out of it this last time. Let's see how many likes. So we got 24 likes. That's pretty good. We had 166 views. That's pretty good. 2 days ago, right? And let's see how many comments. 22 comments, including my responses. Oh, Matt Hatter commented there. Santa is shredding some blistering riffs on that 345. That's right. So anyone that posted like a comment there should be getting an extra run for their money here, right? Isn't that the way we were going to do it? But there's only, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, there's enough comments. You know what I should do? I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it like the way I've been before doing it. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to add, instead I'm going to do the Wheel of Names. Wheel of Names, random name picker. I'm going to give those people who were there commenting an extra spin. So we got Andy Dion. We got Miguel Osornio, right? I think I got that right. We got Keith H. We've got, let's see, who else here? Billy Ray. He gets 2 because he's here right now. Okay. Luis Villarreal. Oh, quiet, Laz. Lewis gets 1 because I don't see him here right now. But I'll go through the chat and make sure if you're here right now, I'll give you a second. That's what the whole point is here. Puppy, he's here, right? Puppy 1 and Puppy 2. Puppy 2. Okay, so he gets 2. We got Peggy. Peggy gets 1 and 2. Peggy 2. And just because they look so similar, I'm going to separate them a little bit with a different person here. Blackjack Guitar. Blackjack Guitar. If he's in the chat here today, he gets 2. And then Holly, I think if she's here, she'll get 2. I'll just put a space behind the ones that might not be here yet, but if they show up, right? Go like that. Give them a little space. Like that. Billy Ray, Keith H might show up. Miguel might be here. I can't recall. Andy might show up. He might be here. So, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Here we go. I'm going to put this into the show so you guys see what I'm typing here. Takes a little time to do this, but I think it makes it a little more fun. Right? Yeah, last Keith is watching, so he is. See? So let's add Keith. He gets his second one. Keith H. Keith 2. 2. And let's see who else. Let me go. So we got BCG. I'm going to go to the top here. It might be, well, actually, the bottom's easier because it drops down. BCG 5150. If he's here right now, we'll add him. Johnny Bean also commented there, so he'll get 1. Johnny Bean. Johnny Bean 2. Johnny Breen. Johnny Breen. Oh my God. All right. BCG might be here right now too, right? I have to double check. Billy Ray, we already got him 2. Peggy, we already got Peggy 2. Matt Hatter gets 2. All right. And that's it. We're not gonna let you put any more in there. If you did it, you did it. If you didn't, you don't get it. Mad Hatter 2. All right. Now let's go back to the comments of this show here, so I can read that as I'm entering, and you guys can see all that, right? Let me double check. I'm gonna go back here. Yeah, you can. All right, good. All right, let me go over here. You guys hear me okay, right? Okay, back to not this holiday special, but today's live one. There we go. All right, so we got Steve Rezer. Steve needs to be added. And by the way, the rules are that if you've already won, like Steve has, well, actually, he got his given to him. So if Steve wins on his own, then that's that. So he gets 2. No, you should gift it to somebody else in the chat. And then Keith H, of course, he is here. Miguel is also here. So Miguel, let me go find you up here. I'm going to give you Miguel 2. Why am I using an H there? Miguel 2. Okay. Andy Dion, are you also in this chat here? Probably not. I don't think it's. I see Rody. Rody's Jam Cave gets in. All right, let's go all the way down. Rody's Jam Cave. He gets 1. Puppy Battis already got 2. So Rody 13, not Jam Cave. Sorry. Is that the same thing though? Rody 13. I know a guy named Rody's anyway, Rody 13. All right. You get 1. Burnt Relic gets 1. Oops. He got a gifted one as well. I believe someone gifted it to him. Billy Ray's already in there. Peggy, Blackjack, Billy Ray, Ian Nunez, right? Ian Nunez. I don't think you left a one in the other one. So I think that's an offbeat bass, right? Gear. Mad Hatter. I think we already got you in here with twice. And all the way up to the top here, Steve, Mad Hatter, Steve, Billy Ray, Matt Stewart. Matt Stewart would have to gift his to someone, but he likes gifting too, because the greatest gift is giving. All right. And then Okiers. Octo. Some of us like to call him Octo. All right. And I know that there were some other ones in here, but it won't let me go all the way back to the very beginning for some reason. So if I left you out, leave me a message right now in the chat. But I think I've got everyone, right? So I think that's everyone. So those that were in the other show, I already gave them a double one. So Steve, are you here right now too? So Steve Rezer, were you in the, did you leave a comment last time? I think you did. So yeah, Steve Rezer 2. Right? I think he did. That's the thing. Let me double check. Matt Hatter, yeah. Billy Ray, Peggy, Johnny, BCG. Is BCG in here right now? Blackjack Guitar. No, I don't think, let's see. Andy Dion. I don't think Steve, no, Steve, so you only get one, Steve, sorry. That's weird. That's the rules. All right, so there we go. All right, so I think we're ready to spin, you guys. What do you think? Let me just double check if there's any last second chats here. Yeah, I will gift it to If I Win. Yeah, of course. Right on, man. If I win it to Glenn Michael. Okay, cool. Right on. So once you win, then tell me. Because I'll have to then scroll back up here and try to find who said what when. That just makes it harder on Santalaz. All right, you guys ready? I don't know why this wouldn't allow me to, well, I'm letting it show. It says another moderator already handled this. Billy Ray was trying to say hi to Burnt Relic. Anyway, a moderator handled that. All right, so I think I've got everyone. Oh, user Brian, hold on, we left out user Brian. So new person, you know, user Brian in the chat. Van Halen 5150, so another 5150 person. Van Halen fan, we like our Van Halen fans in here too. So I think that is everybody, right? Did I leave anyone out? If you were chatting earlier and you stepped out, Glenn, there's Glenn Michael, right? I didn't enter him, right? Michael. Oh, geez, I wish I could spell. Okay, I'm just gonna go Glenn Michael T. You get one. I think that's everybody, right? Let me scroll back to the top here. Yeah, we got Miguel twice. Andy Dion gets one because he's here now. No, he was here. He did. I'm gonna put one for like the other thing when they were here. Anyway, I'm making it more complicated for myself, aren't I? Holly, is Holly here right now? Is Holly in the chat? Because I think she left a comment. But yeah, I don't see her here. So she's missing out on the second spin, but that's okay. So even if you're not here during the live stream, you don't have to be here for, you know, to be a winner. But if you're one of the people that has already won, then I'll message you, because you probably have already messaged me on my email, which is musictherapylaz@gmail.com. So just message me there if you win, and I will then, if you're in like somewhere like Kanakastania, Canada, or I'm joking, or like somewhere in Europe or whatever, because I get some Europeans watching this. Instead of sending you a gift from here, I'll buy you something off a website from nearby you, like Toman, if you're in the, you know, the greater, you know, European nation, you know, EU region. If you're in the British region, I'll buy something at Anderton's and send it directly to you from there. So those are the other ways that, you know, I could get a gift to someone that's in a foreign land. I've tried to do Asia and India and Africa a couple times. Packages arrived to the country but never got to them. Surprise, surprise. Right? So applause for me for trying, but where is it? For, the mail system working to get it to you. So instead of that, I'll try to find some other way to, maybe you can gift it forward to somebody else here, which almost seems not fair, but it is what it is. Yeah. So if you win, Matt, you'll give it to Mad Hatter Puppy. Okay, so you guys ready? All right, let's get this show on the road, and then I can get going to my stuff. User Brian, look at that. The thing, User Brian. Since you are new to User Brian's the winner, I'm going to chat it right here. How does he have his name in here? User, and then Brian, VH5150. You're the winner. Okay, respond now if you want me to respond now. If you want the gift, you just won. Because you have to choose what it is. Okay, now it would help if you're here. If you're not, then we're just gonna have to wait, right? We're gonna have to play the waiting game. Hope that he got this message, or I'm gonna look him up through the internet, through his channel. Let's look at his channel. Let's see if we can get into his channel at all. Let's see, he was right up here. User Brian, where did he go? User Brian, 5150. Oh, digging through. This is the tough part of being sent to last, just so you know. Where is User Brian? He was here. My God, why can't I see all the chats, like from the whole show? I want to see all the chats. I want to see all the chats, StreamYard and YouTube. Come on, make my job easier. Jeez. User Brian, where are you? Should we give him, he didn't stick around, should we spin again? What does the chat say? Okay, everyone in the chat, give me a 1 if you want me to spin again. Give me a 2 if we should give him the prize and try to find him. Because I'm not finding him in the chat right now. So everyone post a 1 if you want me to spin again, or 2. This is a community. The community will decide. Don't leave it on Santa Last to decide. Yeah, I don't know where he went. And he only popped in and left 1 comment. So yeah, it's cool. You should have a chance to win if you're a subscriber and all. But we do try to do this in a way where we try to make it fair for everyone and fun for everyone. And you should hang around, become part of the, become part of the community. Everyone's saying 1. So they're all saying, okay, we'll give some more time here. Let's do this. We're gonna give it 30 seconds. So I'm gonna read the 30 seconds, but it looks to me like everyone's saying spin it again. Not here. So I think it's only fair, right? But again, it's easier for me. I've got enough stuff to do. Make it sound standalone, and we'll give him another step. But we'll take his name off the next video. Where'd he go? User Brian is coming off. Okay, User Brian is coming off. Off you go. All right, now we're spinning again. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it might be Johnny Bean. Oh my God. Okay, Johnny Bean. Oh my God, Johnny Bean won. That's funny. That's the end of the show. I'm kidding. All right, so Johnny is not. He's kind of part of the show sometimes, but he's got 2 on there. So I think Johnny, I know how to reach him, but normally he would need to give it to somebody else. So just missed by 1, or should we spin it again? Okay, everyone, should we give Johnny the prize to give to somebody else, or spin again? What do you guys say? Everybody, give me a 1 if you want me to spin again. So I think let me text him. Hold on, let me do this fair. Hey, Johnny, you won the prize. Do you want to gift it to somebody in the chat, or do you want to have me give it to you and you can give it to somebody else in one of your shows? You won. I think I'll do that. I'll let, because he doesn't want to, he's not doing giveaways much nowadays. So I'll let him choose who it is next time I see him. I'll probably see him tomorrow. And then I will contact the person he said to gift it to and give it to that person. All right. Let's make it fair. I'm going to make it fair, Johnny. You won. I'm going to give you the gift and then you gift it forward. So you can either tell me who in my community you want me to give it to, like Janice or whoever, you know, Holly or Peggy or whatever, and I'll send it to them. But tell me by tonight, because I'm going to be packaging everything. The last packages are going to be done tonight, and I'm shipping them out tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow afternoon as well, but let me know tonight if you can. Later. All right, just left him a voice message like that. We'll see if he gets it. So I want to be fair, and you know, Johnny's a fair person. He'll gift it to somebody in the community, and we can now remove this from the screen, and that's it. That's the end of the gifting season, you guys, because the rest of it, Christmas time, I'm going to be spending time, you know, getting the studio work done here. And for Thursday's show, well, isn't Thursday Christmas? Yeah, it's Christmas Day. So I don't know if I'm going to go live for my Gear and Demo show on Thursday night, Christmas Day night. I'll be with family, but maybe I'll post up some live footage from our hanging out there and playing board games and stuff like that. Or that might be boring for you guys. Or maybe I'll post up. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll post up a video or a collage of videos of the stores that I'm going to go visit today. All right. And then that way you'll get something to watch on Thursday night for the Gear and Demo show. But honestly, I wanted to do that sooner. I wanted to post those sooner. So if you do want to shop something, a lot of these stores do sell online. You can buy things online, right? So, but they're mostly just like small gift and last minute gift ideas. So I'll post those, probably post that video after I edit it, probably tomorrow, right? And that way every day I'm doing. Oh, Johnny says spin again. Okay, Johnny just said spin again. Oh, we're going to spin again. Anyway, he says spin again. Won't focus. All right, I'm going to spin again. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, man. All right, wheel of names back on. Here we go. Spinning again. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. All right, if it hits Johnny again, then we'll just spin it again and again and again and again. All right. Oh, look at Andy. Oh, look at that, Miguel. All right, Miguel, dude, new member of the community here, Miguel, right? Or have you been lurking in the background for years or something like that? I don't know. So Miguel, you're the winner. Look at that. So okay, the new winner is Miguel. Congratulations. All right, let me find the show again. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to post that up here. Miguel won. All right, Miguel. So at Miguel, tell me, what do you want? Do you want guitar strings? And I'll send you whatever size that I have. I have several different sizes. So Miguel is the winner. At Miguel. All right, hold on. Let me find Miguel in here. At, how do you do your name? I got to find you up here. Let's see. At Miguel. Is there a way I can copy and paste? Where's Miguel? Everyone keeps disappearing on me. He was up here. Do I have to do it again? Oh, come on, Miguel. Get back to me. Miguel. See, that's the one thing that I think new people don't know sometimes, that you got to stick around and say, oh, he is. Okay, is the string swing still? Yeah, absolutely, dude. String swing for you. Okay, yes. All right, yes. You want a string swing, you got it. They're great. Oops, string, strong. String, I was trying to type on the phone here. String swing. Okay, so email me where to send it to musictherapylabs@gmail.com. Email me your address and all that stuff, or wherever you want me to send it, I'll send it, okay? Right on. Congratulations, dude. After 5 spins, we finally got a wiener. Right on. All right, so Merry Christmas, you guys. Happy holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, you know, pig and tree burning, whatever it is you do. During Rockmas is what I like to call it. We celebrate everybody, and everyone gets a chance to be part of the community and win. And I hope you guys enjoyed this holiday season so far. We'll do some more shows, some more videos. Keep an eye on the channel. And then today, later tonight, Johnny, are you doing something, Johnny? Yeah, Johnny says, rock on, everybody. Right? Check out what Johnny's got going on. He's been building guitars and all kinds of fun stuff. I didn't get a chance to watch last night's because, of course, I was out, but I'll watch it while I'm driving around, like have it in the background on 1.5 times speed or 1.8. I know that might not, I don't think it matters for the view, right? So like you get the full 3 hours. If you're doing a 3-hour show and I'm driving around for 3 hours, you get the full 3 hours of viewing, like somebody viewed your channel, right? So sometimes to help a channel out, one of the things you can do is just put it on your TV in the background on YouTube or on your laptop or on your phone, and you don't even have to watch it. Just have it on. But it's fun to watch. You know, I listen to it. And hey, there's Janice. I love Janice. See, Johnny, I suggested to Johnny to gift it to you, but he said spin again. So Merry Christmas, Janice. I still have to write up all my Christmas cards for everyone too. So people are going to be getting Christmas cards and gifts from me after Christmas, most likely. But at least I'm sending them, right? All right, you guys. So Merry Christmas, Johnny. I'll see you probably tomorrow afternoon somewhere. You know, I'll hit you up, and we'll go from there. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Let me remove this from here. Remove that. Yeah, Merry Christmas, man. Happy holidays, you all. And as Santa Claus would say, if you're looking for tone, searching for tone, right? If you're out there trying to find your tone, try to understand this very simple concept. It's very simple. The secret to tone is in your mind. Okay? But the feel comes from your heart. Put that together with musical instruments and some friends, get together, and if you can't, do it in your room, in your basement, your dungeon like Ron, whatever. However you got to do it, like Johnny's, you know, he's shed out there in the tundra with the chicken farm. Do whatever you need to do to make some music and make other people happy with your music. Spread your music, spread your creations and your gifts with the world, and rock on, right? And until next time, you guys, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Maybe I'll post up some video between now and then. Maybe I'll do something that day too. But I'm definitely going to post some video probably tomorrow of the music stores I'm going to visit today. So, of course, always Dale at the end. And until next time, rock on, you guys. See you later.